Hey y'all, it's Ashley. So today I have a 12 by 12 layout and I'm just cutting up some cardstock, and I am really sorry I do not have the name of this yellow cardstock, but it's no big deal. It's just kind of plain yellow with some really small dots on it. And I'm going to outline everything in this layout, probably double, triple times for the most part, just to give it kind of an imperfect look. I'm going to go ahead and mount my picture, and I'll talk about the picture here in just a second. I decided to mount some, I cut down some 12 by 12. I cut like an inch or a half an inch on two sides to kind of make it mount on a 12 by 12 piece that was like a hexagon yellow and white pattern paper. I'm using mostly all Sweet Girl papers. Like these pie charts or pie graphs, and this striped paper you're seeing here, these are all Sweet Girl papers, and I really wish I would have had more. I'm using the title, A Happy Girl is a Pretty Girl. You guys may not feel like it goes with the picture, but I felt like it does because it just spoke so much to me when I saw it and felt like what a true statement. And I think some of these papers are if you have like kids, but I think you can use them for whatever you want. Like some of the papers have like adorable and sweet girl, and my first thought when I saw that title was that I wanted to use it for a picture of maybe some like me and my friends or something like that. Just because I really felt like in college, and you'll see the picture here in a second, it's a hilarious picture from Halloween one year. But we really did try to pride ourselves on having like values and morals and being modest in the way that we acted. And so I felt like we weren't trying to mock Halloween costumes by any means, but we decided when other girls were dressing like, little sexy things, we decided to go from head to toe in these pig costumes. And I mean, it was a hilarious night. People are asking us to take like pictures, and I didn't think that it was that unusual, but I guess for three girls at a bar in college is probably a little unusual to walk in full head to toe furry pig costume. So, but it totally fits our personality, and that's why I chose the title, because I just felt like it really spoke about me and my two friends here in the picture. Two girls that I loved hanging out with, and I still love hanging out with. And so enough about that. I will move on to continue telling you guys. Again, I'm using the Sweet Girl papers by Echo Park, and I had to cut most of them down, and again, I'm outlining all of them. But yes, I had to cut most of them down just because my white paper is smaller than 12 by 12. Otherwise, I would have just been able to cut them down and leave them. Or, cut little, I guess, horizontally and leave them, or horizontally or vertically. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Anyway, so I'm just kind of looking at paper strips to see if I want to use anything else. I was going to use that little paper strip right there, but I decided not to use it because it was just too much. And then you'll be like, really too much? Because at the end, you'll see how crazy I went. This is one of those layouts that I liked at the beginning, and this, I hate to say it, it's a harsh word, I hate it at the end. If I would have kept it, I know you guys have done this before, I'm sure, and maybe some of you haven't, but I started the layout, loved it, and then went way too far. And after, you'll see here, I try to decide what else to do, and I can't really quite figure out what I want to do. And then towards the end, I add just a little bit too much color where that white spot is, and when I should have just left it with the journaling. So I'll kind of walk you through that. But here I am trying to figure out what I want to do with these pie graphs, and so you'll see where I struggle here a little bit, trying to figure out, do I want it straight, do I want it diagonal? And honestly, the little banner that I make here isn't what bugs me, it's what's coming up. And I went ahead and uploaded the video just because I think it's important to show that there are mistakes too, and there are layouts that we're not as happy with. So normally I probably wouldn't have uploaded it, but I do like the process for the most part. I just do not really like the way that it turns out. I just went way, way, way too far. Like, I could have left it like this with some journaling in that white spot, and I would have been perfectly happy with it. But because I overdo everything, it's just, it just went too far. And I knew that I wanted this layout to be super colorful, and I wanted it to be full. I just didn't really plan on it turning out the way that it did, and I just kept going, you'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that yellow strip down, and then I'm going to just kind of makeshift a banner right now. You'll see here I just cut out some shapes, and I'm just piling them on. Here I just added a little label sticker, and I'm outlining it, and then I'm going to write October 31st, and I think it was 2007, I hope. And so, let's see, I think it was 2007, yeah, because I graduated in high school 2005, yeah, I think it would have been 2 years after I graduated high school. So now I'm just making some journaling lines, and honestly, this is where I start to mess up, because then I realize, wow, I made my lines like a ½ inch apart. I should have done like a 1/4 of an inch. But I do write big, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. So here I'll go back through and I'll fill it in with dots just to see if that helps, like, fill in the blank space, which this is not too bad. The bad part is when and you guys can't really even see the dots here. So I'll add the embellishments, and then you'll see I'll come back in, which that's totally fine and good. I could have left it just like that. But I'll come back in with this hexagon honeycomb type mask, and I think that I'm going to do some awesome looking watercoloring. Well, it would have been cool for any other layout but this one, just because there was already way too much going on. And I think if I could have just done some subtle colors, like really, really light colors going across, it would have been okay, but these colors do not turn out subtle. And I realized that when I lift up the, and even if I would have just done every other one or just like a few, it would have been better. So just lesson learned. I just should have stopped, and then there I go messing up because I realized that color was way too blue and it didn't even go with the layout. And then I realized I could go into purple, and that doesn't go with the layout. So you guys catch the problem here, what I'm doing wrong, and like I said, any other layout would have worked out. So here I'll lift up here in a second after I finish filling in my little hexagons, and they do not look like hexagons at all, see? So I'll go back in and I will start to fill them in with, like, I didn't want to fill them in with black because it would overpower my writing. So I went in and filled them in with pink. Well, it didn't really matter because you still can't really see my journaling. So here I got some, I just wanted to go ahead and ink the corners a little bit just to give it a little something extra, and then not as if it needed it. And then I'll go back in with some ink. And like I said, it would have been a much cuter layout had I not even if I would have stopped at the white ink. But nope, I have to go on to the pink, and then I have to go on to the green. So I just really wish I would have done better. But thank you guys so much for watching, and comment if you would like. Thanks again. Have a great week.